Hey Dolphins Nation! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a hot topic that has been the buzz among fans. Should Mike McDaniel give up his role as the play caller for the Dolphins? Before we get into all the details, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Dolphins updates. We're constantly improving to bring you the best content and insights into our team. Your support means everything. Now, let's get into it. It's been a tough start to the season for the Dolphins, and unfortunately, this is the worst beginning we've seen under head coach Mike McDaniel in his 3 years with the team. Yes, part of this slow start is due to Tua Tagovailoa being injured, but let's be real, McDaniel has to shoulder a significant amount of the blame. This is a guy who came in with the reputation of being an offensive genius, but suddenly, that title is starting to feel shaky. Last season, we saw the Dolphins' offense ranked in the top 3 across most offensive categories. This year, well, it's the complete opposite. We've dropped to the bottom 3 in many of those same categories. What's going wrong? A lot of it comes down to defensive coordinators around the league figuring out how to stop our once explosive offense, and McDaniel's struggle to adapt has been glaring. But is the playbook the real issue? Honestly, the plays seem fine. It's the play calling that's the problem. Let's look at the most recent game against the Seahawks. The Dolphins' offense, which was once feared, looked confused and ineffective. McDaniel had the perfect opportunity to silence critics and prove he could make adjustments, but instead, he doubled down on the same questionable decisions that have been haunting the team. The Seahawks' defense isn't great against the run, so what should the strategy have been? That's right, run the ball, especially with Tua out and our offense relying heavily on running back Devon Achane. Yet, for some reason, McDaniel moved away from the run, even when it was working early in the game. It was like watching a bad rerun. We've seen this before. Time after time, he abandons the run game, and it's hurting us. The Dolphins won most of their games last year with a balanced attack, particularly with a strong run game. This season, it's like McDaniel has forgotten that formula. Achane was arguably our best offensive player on the field, yet we didn't utilize him the way we should have. There's no logical explanation for abandoning the run when it's working, especially with a backup quarterback under center. You have to wonder, does McDaniel overthink the situation? Is he trying too hard to outsmart everyone, only to hurt his own team in the process? Another point of frustration has been McDaniel's play calling in short yardage situations. It's baffling. On 3rd and short or 4th and short, when we need just a few yards to keep the drive alive, the play calls have been, quite frankly, terrible. Remember when we thought he'd found the answer by giving fullback Alec Ingold the ball in those situations? Well, that worked for about a week before it stopped, and we're back to square one. And don't even get me started on the red zone struggles. We thought after week 1 that those issues were behind us, but nope, they're back, and McDaniel seems to be making the same mistakes. It's not just one game or one drive. It's becoming a pattern, and patterns like this can cost teams their seasons. At this point, it might be time for McDaniel to hand over play-calling duties to offensive coordinator Frank Smith. I get it, it's a tough decision, especially for someone known for their offensive mind. But being a head coach isn't just about drawing up plays. It's about recognizing when something isn't working and making the necessary adjustments, even if it means stepping back. McDaniel's refusal to run the ball consistently, his predictability with passing plays, and his poor decision-making in crucial moments are hurting the Dolphins. He's got to understand that even the best coaches need to make changes. We've seen great coaches in the past, like Andy Reid, who handed over play-calling duties and became even more successful as a result. Could McDaniel benefit from the same shift? Maybe letting Smith take over the play-calling would allow McDaniel to focus more on managing the overall game. Look, I still believe in Mike McDaniel. He's a smart guy, and he's proven he can get this team to perform at a high level. But right now, something's not clicking, and if he doesn't make some tough decisions, this season could slip away quickly. And don't forget, just because he recently got a contract extension doesn't mean his job is safe. If he can't make the necessary adjustments, we could be looking at a coaching change down the line. And let's not overlook the injuries. We've got Terron Armstead in concussion protocol, and that's a big blow to the offensive line. Kendall Lamb stepped in last week and did a solid job, but if Armstead can't go, we're going to need Lamb to be even better against the Titans. Speaking of the Titans, there's a lot of uncertainty around who's going to be the starting quarterback for Miami on Monday night. Tua is still out, and Skylar Thompson is day-to-day after a chest injury. If Thompson can't go, we're looking at either Tim Boyle or Tyler Huntley, both of whom come with their own set of challenges. Neither of those options feels particularly great, but we've got to make it work. The Titans are no joke, and if we don't figure out our offense fast, it could be another long night for Miami. So now, I want to hear from you. Should Mike McDaniel give up play-calling duties and let Frank Smith take over? Or do you think McDaniel can turn things around and lead us back to victory? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're going to keep bringing you the best Dolphins content as we navigate this season together. Until next time, fins up!